Hey everyone, welcome back to another episode of Minecraft Let's Play. It's your host Zakari here, and you may have noticed a little something different right here. I moved the iron golems down a little bit and gave them a little track to go around between episodes, and I think it looks pretty nice now. We can still use some other base improvements, of course, but now we can see the iron golems going around, and we have that farm looking super cool. It wasn't super exciting to move all of that, so didn't include it in an episode. But anyways, so for this episode, we're going to be building underneath our aquarium here. It's going to be a diamond shape, and one thing about what we're going to be digging out here is we're going to be using some bone meal. And that's because we can bone meal some moss, and it's going to cover the ground, and then we can instantly mine that. And that's going to be really helpful when we get further down and we have all the deep slate to mine, because that stuff takes forever, even with a beacon. And the moss is going to make it super quick. Here we go, we got all of the building done, so now it's just time to put in the redstone. So first we just got to put down some dispensers, and all these dispensers will be facing down, and then we'll have some observers facing up so they detect when the water is put out, and then we'll trigger the next dispenser below them. And also make sure that you put a slab under each and a water bucket in each dispenser. And you heard the 3 clicks, which means I think we should have water on all 3. Now, one thing that we want to make sure that doesn't spawn here is spiders. Creepers, skeletons, totally fine. Zombies, fine. But we want to avoid any of the spiders because they'll get in the way and kind of like try to climb the walls and stuff like that. And we already have plenty of string. And now the trick about adding these is you just want to make sure that they don't remove the water from any of the edges. And now to just repeat that all the way up. And here we go, we have all of the pillars in. And so now there shouldn't be any spiders, even if we removed all the torches. So next, let's work on the collection area. Just one thing I wanted to mention real quick. I thought this is kind of funny. We have a whole bunch of glow squid down here, and so this is turning into an accidental glow squid farm as well, just because of the dark water. They don't seem to be pushed by the water, so I don't think there's too much likelihood of them swimming down to the bottom here, but it is possible. So I've marked out the spots where they'll be falling down, with this little T here, and we can put some campfires on top just to cause any mobs that somehow survive the drop to be burned. And then we can put some hoppers underneath. And then we're just gonna be building some pillars. Okay, so here we go. I extended the glass all the way up, and we've actually gotten a couple glow squids already that have died on this. The glow ink will be kind of nice though, so that's not too bad. So anyways, we're back at the top of the mob farm, and it's time to put the glass on the top. Also, I think it would look nice with the tinted glass, because then we don't have to worry about any light getting in. I've already got some tinted glass, but I think we're going to need some more for this. So to make the tinted glass, we're going to need a lot more amethyst, and I think I remember where one is that we discovered a few episodes ago. Wow, I'm really proud of past me. I put a sign up and everything. So it should be accessible from these caves. Now this looks really nice, and we should get plenty of amethyst, but I want to speed up the process a little bit just because I'm going to need an absolute ton of it to make all of the tinted glass. So we'll be doing quite a bit of work to make this amethyst geode as efficient as possible, and there's some tricks that we can do to make it a lot faster to get a ton of amethyst. So pretty much the steps are going to be to remove all of the blocks surrounding any of the budding amethyst. That's the ones with the little X's on them, because those are the only blocks that will grow amethyst, and they can actually grow it on all 6 sides. All right, so I've cleared out around most of the bottom area here. So all of these amethyst can grow most of them can grow about 6, and then there's some that are like next to each other. Just as I've been clearing this out, I've been also collecting the amethyst, and now the fortune makes a huge difference here. I've gotten like 12 amethyst shards from a single amethyst bud of mined, so that's pretty cool. But yeah, we'll see how much glass this makes in a sec. Well, that made quite a bit of glass, but we still got quite a bit left to do. So I'm thinking we'll just clear out the rest of the amethyst geode, and hopefully by the time that we're done with that, a lot of it has grown and we can just do a single harvest. Okay, so I've cleared out all of the non-budding amethyst from this. It actually looks pretty cool, just seeing all the things floating around. But just from getting all of these, we now have quite a bit more of the amethyst shards, so hopefully this should be enough now. Yep, that made enough glass so we can finish this, and I've put the roof on the entire farm with the tinted glass. We still just have one problem. We got to get rid of all of these chests in the way. And I'm thinking I'll just move them to the edge a little bit. And now I have so much of stone and cobblestone, I don't think I'm actually ever going to need all of it, so I'm just going to let a lot of this despawn because it's just too much. And I filled my inventory with chests, so this way I won't pick up anything but the chests. So now the redstone should be pretty simple. I think we'll be building just like a basic hopper clock. And so I think I remember, hopefully I remember how to do this from memory. So I think, let's see what, and then there's a redstone block that gets passed around, and then we have hoppers facing into each other. And some comparators. And I think then some blocks like this. Redstone dust in each corner. And then we just put some items in, and this redstone block moves back and forth. And then just to make sure no more items end up in those hoppers, just putting some blocks on top. And now I can draw a signal out here with just a line of redstone. Now all these should turn off at the same time. Amazing! And now let's just toggle 2 of them, so this way there's always 2 that are flooded and 2 that are open. That give us just a little efficiency boost, because then there's always an opportunity for mobs to be spawning. And so now it alternates between those 2 being flooded and these 2 being flooded. Well, it's working. I'm seeing some mobs coming down here. I think we do have a little bit of a problem because I do see some spiders up there. So I'm thinking some magma blocks up here should work to kill the spiders. So if they do accumulate, we don't have a problem and they don't plug it all up. So now let's test it out, and I thought it would be really cool to just show you a sped up time lapse of this. So I'm actually just recording the screen with the time lapse viewer, so it's kind of cool to just show you what it looks like on my side. But here we just have a pretty short time lapse. I think it's around 5 minutes. Farm is pretty fast. I know it definitely looks a lot faster than it really is when it's sped up like this, but you know, this will get us all the items that we ever need. And with that, I just want to say thanks for watching, and I'll catch you in the next episode. Before you go though, I want to let you know that I'll be doing a Skyblock series next, so stick around on my channel to find out about that. And I'll probably go back and forth between this world and that world, just something to change it up a little bit. Anyways, I'll see you later.